सारे जहान से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. Namaste. I welcome you all in celebrating the 74th Independence Day anniversary of our India. Today, let's take a moment to remember the great sacrifices of our brave and martyred soldiers, leaders, and all unsung heroes who strived day and night for years to see their motherland, their India, free from all toil and torture. India is not a country but a home. Today, let's remember the words of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. We are Indians, firstly and lastly. Jai Hind.
Aurobindo Ghosh joined the Indian movement for independence from British colonial rule till 1910, was one of its influential leaders, and then became a spiritual reformer, introducing his vision on human progress and spiritual evolution. For him, freedom was an eternal aspect of his human spirit, as essential to life as breath itself. His whole concept of freedom is based on the premise that there is in mankind an evolving soul requiring freedom for its evolution, just as there is in nature a secret urge towards unity.
Begum Hasrat Mahal, also known as the Begum of Awadh, was the second wife of Nawab of Awadh, Wajid Ali Shah, and the regent of Awadh in 1857 to 1858. She is known for the leading role she had in the rebellion against the British East India Company during the Indian Rebellion of 1857. After her husband had been exiled to Calcutta and the Indian Rebellion broke out, she made her son, Prince Birjis Qadar, the Wali of Awadh, with herself as the regent during his minority. However, she was forced to abandon this role after a short reign. She finally found asylum in Nepal onto Halau. She died in 1879 at Nepal. Her role in the rebellion has given her a heroine status.
A.V. Kuttimalu Amma was born on 23rd April 1905. She was a freedom fighter, a social worker, a Khadi promoter, and an active member of the Indian National Congress. She joined the Swadeshi movement in the year 1930 and the civil disobedience movement in the year 1932. A.V. Kuttimalu Amma was an extraordinary woman who helped in shaping the freedom movement in Kerala.
Kunnathu Kunyamuth Haji was born in Volluvadanadu as a son of Moidukuttu Haji and Kunya Shamma. He pursued his basic religious education from the village madrasa. He learned many Arabic texts and he was passionate of traditional Mapla art form. He used to conduct Kolkali and Katha Prasangam. He was an active member of the Khilafat movement. He seized the control of large area from the British rule and set up parallel government of his own Islamic state in Malabar named Malayala Rajyam, and it is a part of Kerala now. During these conflicts, he killed Khan Bahadur, a police officer, and he was in self-imposed exile, and he was later sentenced to death. He was shot dead on 20 January 1922. British officers burned his body along with all the records of his new parallel government.
Aruna Asaf Ali was an Indian educator, political activist, publisher, and an active participant in the Indian independence movement. She took part in many non-violent agitations during the Salt Satyagraha. In 1932, she was arrested for participating in the freedom movement. While in jail, she had gone on a hunger strike against the mistreatment of the political prisoners, which led to an improvement in their living conditions. In 1942, when all major leaders had been arrested by the British as a preemptive measure against the Quit India movement, she gave the much-needed push to the Quit India movement by hoisting the Indian flag at the Gowalia Tank Ground, Bombay. Since the British police were looking for her, she went into hiding to escape being arrested. While she was underground, she continued her struggle through underground radio, pamphlets, and magazines such as the Inquilab to continue the struggle. post independence, she worked towards the upliftment of the status of women by encouraging women education. She also started a weekly journal called The Weekly and a newspaper called The Patriot to attain this objective. Popularly known as the Grand Old Lady of the Independence Movement, Aruna Asaf Ali served as the first elected mayor of Delhi in 1958. She was awarded the Padma Vibhushan in 1992. 1 year after her death, she was honored with the Bharat Ratna in the year 1997.
Tatiya Tope was a general in the Indian Rebellion of 1857 and one of its notable leaders. Despite lacking formal military training, Tatiya Tope is widely considered as the best and most effective rebel general. Born as Ramachandra Paduraga Yavalkar to a Marathi Deshastra Brahmin family in Yola, Tatiya took on the title Tope, meaning commanding officer. His first name Tatiya means general. Personal adherent of Nana Sahib of Vizag, progressed with Gwalior contingent after the British reoccupied Kanpur and forced General Windham to retreat from the city. Later on, Tatiya Tope came to the relief of Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi and with her seized the city of Gwalior. However, he was defeated by General Napier's British Indian troops at Ranod, and after a further defeat at Sikar, he abandoned the campaign. Tatiya Tope was executed by the British government at Shivpuri on 18th April 1859.
Fighting for our freedom was never an easy task, and we hope that you have learned at least one new freedom fighter from this video. Independence Day has a very profound place in all the citizens of our country, but it is indeed very sad that we are celebrating such an auspicious day through a virtual medium. But if we were to look beyond the celebration, we can see that a lot of perseverance, resilience and faith in one's dreams went into our freedom struggle. Right now, all of us are going through testing times, and it would make sense that we take a page out of our forefathers' book and fight our own struggle with perseverance, resilience and endurance. After all, our independence has taught us one thing, that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream. Jai Hind.